property was purchased by my husband's great-grandfather in 1860.
Wow.
He originally purchased 40 acres, sort of right down that way to the trees. He immediately sold off 15, and we assume that he did it to plant the vineyard in 1860 and start the winery.
These original vines or no?
The original layout.
Okay.
Petite Sirah, Zen you can get maybe 90 or 100 years. Petite Sirah, not so long, maybe 80, 70. So in the beginning, this was probably Mission, because everything in the valley then was Mission grapes. I don't know if you're familiar with Mission. The priests, Catholic Mission,
Okay.
they really don't know what else to call them. They don't know what they were, but they took plantings each time they would establish a mission. They would, of course, plant grapes. That was the first thing they did. They built the mission.
Wow.
And so they were always called mission grapes.
Oh, interesting.
David Fulton, along with Charles Krug, Hudson, who started Behringer's, and Dr. Crane, we had a sort of a bad reputation because Mission doesn't taste that good. So they started bringing in the European varietals. So originally this was Green Hungarian, some Mission, some Gamay Beaujolais, I've forgotten some of them, and a little Petite Sirah.
Hi.
And this is Fulton.
Hi.
I'm Rachel.
Great-grandson.
Hi, Kenny.
Rachel, I'm Kenny.
Hi, very nice to meet
And I'm
you.
Staci.
And
Stacy.
I'm
and
another
Stacy.
number 2, Staci
Stacy
number 1.
So,
Easy to remember.
so again, it's
Rachel.
and
Kenny.
Kenny, and we got the rest.
Stacy. So now we have 20 of the original 40. So this is all in Petite Sirah. And it makes it a little different. We dry farm, so we don't irrigate at all, depend on Mother Nature. And they're head trained. Each vine is an individual plant, where you see over most of the vineyards nowadays are trained on wires on a trellis.
Right.
So these are all, they call them head prune or head trained.
Head trained is also called bush.
Yeah, because they don't have that distinct, like, you don't see the vine at the bottom and then
And then spreading out along a wire.
Yeah,
It's a little tougher to pick.
I bet.
Because the other ones, they just go along the bottom and
What's the benefit of, one or the other? Is it?
Well,
That's a good question.
there it's better to control the sun, so you face it the sun where you
Oh, I see.
want it
Okay.
during the day. And the other thing is it makes it easier to add water to it. So ours is just dry farm. That's the key to the differences in ours. In the dry farming, well, the trellising also is that Petite Sirah grapes, the stems, the canes are shorter, and the leaves are smaller, and the berries are smaller. So it's not that conducive to putting on trellis because of the shortness of it.
it's getting out of the
And that
sun.
way we get more sun.
I feel like I'm
Yeah.
dying, right?